Hey everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Welcome to McKellar Motivational Monday. Angle this a little bit more. There we go. Yeah. Hi everyone. Come on in. I'm doing great. Hi Mom. And I love it when you guys tell me where you're watching from. It's awesome. I feel like Periscope just automatically starts telling me where they're watching from. Vegas, Seattle, Washington State. So cool. Hey everyone. Happy Healthy Monday. I like it. Desert Spider. Cool name. Hey Rochelle. Casey, Cat's Flowers. James Snow, Casalina. Cool names. Georgia. 20 Palms, California. Wisconsin. Awesome. Delaware. I like it when you guys say hi to each other. That's cool. G. Garcia and Dragonfly are friends. Supposed to be asleep in Florida. Well, oh, what's it called? Not what's it called. When Calls the Heart, Lori, I recognize your name. So, hey everybody. So, I'm hanging out in the backseat of my own car so that we can chat for a few minutes. Winnipeg. Yes, I was the girl from the Wonder Years. Yes. Kirk Boyd, I know that name too. I know, little Caleb is the cutest little baby ever. Kirk sent me pictures. He sent me multiple pictures of his little baby Caleb with my math books, and I love that. You guys, I love that. Go to McKellarMath.com, by the way. McKellarMath.com. There's a big slider button, tells you which math book. I write these fun, silly, friendly math books to help kids not be afraid of math. And I love it when you guys send me pictures of your kids with them. It makes my day. You've never been in the backseat of your car? Well, I don't know what to tell you. It's a fantastic place to be. For all sorts of reasons. London, Kentucky. I didn't know there was a London, Kentucky. Very cool. My son's name is Draco Zachary. Draco, not named after Harry Potter, the character named after the constellation. My evening is going great. So this weekend, my niece, 5-year-old little niece, decided that she decided a few months ago that she wanted to be baptized. And so we had a lovely baptism in San Diego, and there was this sermon, and she talked mostly about the idea of the truth. And then a good friend of mine and his girlfriend just broke up and was talking about, we were just exchanging texts about like how hard it can be sometimes to face the truth. Even when you know something is inevitable, the truth does set you free. So the idea is the truth will set you free, but sometimes it will make you miserable first. Look, I've been divorced, so I know that. I know that that is absolutely true. The truth will set you free, but first it will make you miserable. And I wanted to know, first of all, if you guys have ever experienced this yourself, or maybe you were afraid to face the truth, and then when you finally did, maybe it got harder at first, but ultimately it was so much better, right? I'm taping Dancing with the Stars, but I can't be home right now anyway, so. Actually, I get Dancing with the Stars here at the normal time, I guess, 8 o'clock. Purple Hearts from Delaware. It is not raining in California. You made it to a live stream. Good job, Jay Green. So, give me like a thumbs up or a yes, or I know what you're talking about in terms of this whole idea that the truth sometimes is really, I mean, they say the truth can be a hard pill to swallow. But there's a bigger plan than our own. Absolutely, Ray. You're experiencing it now, JW. I feel your pain. Quite often, Joanne? Yeah, yes. So, and here's the whole point of this broadcast today. It's not just to be like, oh, hey, the truth sucks sometimes, but it is what it is. That's not it. The point is, we all have the choice again and again and again, whether or not we want to face the truth and be honest with ourselves about whatever it is, or if we want to hide from the truth because it's easier and more convenient, which it typically is easier and more convenient in the short term. But in the long term, we're just hurting ourselves. And that can be as easily as something as silly as being like, oh, that donut's not that bad for me, and then eating it. I mean, come on, it's probably really bad for you. I'd rather say, yes, this donut is bad for me, but I really want it right now. So I'm going to make the choice to have this thing that's bad for me. And then maybe I'll work out more. Or maybe the next time, since I had that conscious thought, I'll choose not to have the donut. Who knows? But I think when we're honest with ourselves, whether it's that or whether it's being in a relationship that is really, really not right. And that's a much longer process than the donut question. But a lie can hurt, yes, for a lifetime. Yes, absolutely. And I believe that being truthful with ourselves, being truthful with our loved ones about what's really going on in a situation, with our children. Of course, that's a little tricky. You have to wait till they're a mature enough age to really understand the subtleties of life. But I really, yes, the truth is like as a drink of pure cold water when you're thirsty. Sometimes, yes, but sometimes it can be very hard. Yes, toxic relationships are very difficult. Oh, Jay, I'm so glad to hear that. I just picked this stuff that I talk about. What happens if I didn't miss... The parents of your sister's murderer could help. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. That just sounds horrible. Something else that was covered in that same sermon about truth was forgiveness, which I found interesting that she would pair that with it, because I guess the truth often involves something unpleasant that could be forgiven or not. And she said justice is important, but revenge is not good for us. And that goes back to that quote that I love, and some of you have heard me say it before. Some of you have heard me say it many times, but holding on to anger and vengeful feelings, negative feelings, all that stuff, it's like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. It doesn't work the way you want it to. It works the opposite way that you want it to. Justice is important, and we have laws set up, and hopefully they work well. They're not perfect. But forgiveness is something we do for ourselves, not something we do for the person we're forgiving, believe it or not, although it's probably helpful for them too, maybe. It's what we do for ourselves, because it helps us to let it go. You use that quote all the time? Patricia, I get a lot of my cute dresses from a company called Laundry by Shelley, but I usually tag them in my Instagram posts, so you can find them there. And it's getting dark outside, you guys. I'm losing the light. Forgiveness for yourself, yes, and forgiving ourselves is certainly important too. My goodness, and it doesn't mean. And she was also very clear. The sermon that I went to, she said, minister, she said, forgiveness is not excusing, and it's not forgetting. It's just letting go. It's letting go, and saying, okay, I can move on from this. Winnie, is that me? Yes, Aaron, it is me. It is I. I played Winnie Cooper 25 years ago. Elizabeth, it sounds like you suffered abuse of some sort. I don't know how to click to see more of it because it looked like a longer message. I'm so sorry to hear about that. I don't know what kind of abuse it was, but there's no good kind of abuse. A lot of us have suffered from abuse in various forms. Abuse is a lot more than just physical abuse. And I really believe that, and it's so important what's going on with the Me Too movement, and the Me Too movement is a big mixed bag in my opinion, but what's more important is each of us taking responsibility for our own feelings about a situation. And I believe strongly that forgiving the person who was really horrible to you, forgiving that person, just in your own mind even, and you know what helps me forgive a person like that? One is, well, actually, this is really the only one I have. Imagining them as a baby. Imagine the person that did something really horrible to you as a baby. And it's hard to be angry at a baby. And just remembering that at some point in their life, oh, I know the other thing. There was a second thing. It's hard to be angry at remembering that the person used to be full of love and light and was a blank slate and bad things happened to them. The other thing I like to think about is that everybody is doing the best that they can with the tools that they have. Maybe their tools aren't very good. People are usually in some sort of survival mode, and they're doing their best. Anyway, these are two tools that I use to forgive, because it is very difficult to forgive when somebody has been really horrible to you. It helps me. And once we can face the truth, we can process it. Part of that is forgiveness, and part of it is allowing ourselves to not have to go through the same thoughts over and over and over again every day. I can't believe how much light I'm losing. I wonder if this is going to help. This could be weird. Is that weird lighting? It's not that great, but that's okay. This is like the side light in the back of my car. What you do in this life will echo in eternity. That may happen. We don't know. but it may happen. It certainly affects us in this life, and it's a ripple effect to other people around us as well. Hi, P. Rabin and Danilo Boriku up. I am close with my parents, Redmond. In fact, my mom, I believe, is watching me right now on Periscope. And I just saw my dad this weekend. I was in San Diego visiting him and my sister. Oh, my pleasure, Brandy Leah. It's a cool name. Working out releases a lot of stress, Rolando. Yes, and I've talked about that many times on these scopes because sometimes I actually work out with you guys. Oh, thanks, Kirk. Love and Design. My Hallmark Channel movie, it airs again, I think at 3 o'clock on Saturday in the United States. Pretty sure. Hi, Matt in Connecticut. Sorry for the language. I missed the bad language, J-Rod. I'm sure it was fine. Hey, James and Vasanth? Yes, Becky, forgiveness helps us to move on and grow as a person. It's not about the other person, it's about us. If we're holding on to anger, we're the ones drinking the poison and expecting the other person to die. It doesn't make any sense, but that's what happens. I'm usually on a Hallmark Channel, that's true. I'm often on Hallmark, and I'm very, yes, Love and Design does air in Canada this Saturday. Linda, what time does it air? I don't remember. I did tweet about it at some point. And I'm going to tweet about it again, I think. I set it up to tweet automatically. Thank you, Chad. I've been great. I've been wonderful. Yes, Michael, I'm doing fantastic. I know the Dodgers are doing so awesome. I'm very happy. We got to go to see a Dodger game on the 19th. I am shooting a Christmas Hallmark movie. I start very soon. Very soon. You guys will all be seeing the behind the scenes if you follow me, especially if you follow me on Instagram, which is where I seem to post the most. And I do like Insta stories. What time is it in the U.S.? It's like 6:45. I don't know what time is it. Yes. Oh my gosh. Wow, I was close. It's 6:44. Wow, I'm good. How about that? Who knew? Hey, Christian. Watching from Kenya. It's amazing. So you guys, yes. Thank you, Chloe. You have two choices in life. You choose love or you choose hate. And we have many choices throughout the day. It's not like you only get one choice for your entire life. If that were true, we'd just be like, okay, I'll choose love. And then life would be amazing all the time. But no, actually, in almost every minute of every day, we have a choice to focus on love or hate. We have that choice. And we are in a wonderfully challenging time right now in our world, and we can continue to choose love as often as we want to. We really want to. And look, sometimes we have to go through the bad stuff. We do. Oh, what time does it air in the U.S., Chris? The Love and Design on Saturday, I believe it's 3 o'clock, but I'm pretty sure it's in the bio of my Instagram account. So if you go to my Instagram account and go in the bio, you'll see. Being angry at someone is like punishing yourself for someone else's mistake. Yeah. And look, we're all going to feel angry, but then, feel your anger, write it down, express it in don't express it to other people if you can help it. If you have a trusted friend who you can vent to, that's great. But don't express it to the other person. Usually that goes nowhere. Nowhere. You can't win an argument. Ever heard that? And I'm saying this not like I'm perfect at these things. This is the goal. And then once you've processed your anger as best you can, and it's gonna come back every now and then, but just know that, like, oh, okay, there's that feeling again. Yep. But I'm choosing to let it go. I'm choosing to not have to be in the same cycle of the same thoughts over and over again. And I'm choosing to let it go. I'm choosing forgiveness. Let go and let God. I love that expression. Whether you believe in God or not, it's such a wonderful expression and so useful. Let go and let God. It's not up to me to serve justice to this person. Why did the lights in my car just come on? Why is it trying to tell me something? Yeah. We gotta just do your best. We're all just doing our best. And I believe we can give ourselves tools to make our best even better. Make us happier, help us to fulfill our potential, and to be an inspiration to other people to do the same. I should win the Nobel Prize in understatement. That's funny. J for life? What kind of attitude is that? That's very negative. Get angry but don't sin? Well, you're going to be angry. I don't think you have to try to get angry. And then try to let it go. You're cutting out the toxic people out of your life. Yeah. Yep. Acceptance, forgiveness, and love. All right, you guys, so before I go, I wanted to tell you about my weekend giveaways that have been so much fun. I picked my 2 winners for the leggings. This is something I'm doing on Instagram only because you guys, I just can't. It's just too much. I try to figure out a way to do it across all platforms. The best I can do is like alert people on Twitter and Facebook that I'm doing this when I can. But really, it's for Instagram. So you guys, if you're following me, if you're interested in these giveaways, every weekend I'm giving away something different. This is just for fun. The first weekend I gave away some of my books, Do Not Open This Math book. This weekend I gave away 2 sets of leggings from a company that sent me leggings, and they sent me a whole bunch. So I was like, well, let's give some away. Next weekend I'm going to be giving away some skincare products that I love. And the weekend after that, I'm not sure yet. At one of these weekends I'll probably do my yoga video that I never talk about, but I have a yoga meditation video with my mom. And anyway, this is how you win. Go to Instagram, follow me on Instagram. Once you're following me on Instagram, then turn on post notifications for my account, and then you'll be the first to hear about it. These usually go out on Sundays. I'm not promising to do it every weekend, especially because I've got a movie coming up, but I'm going to do my best. And I don't post a lot on Instagram. I post like once a day, maybe. And so it won't be annoying, I promise. And then you'll be the first to find out. And a lot of the winners only get chosen if they post within the first 10 minutes. And then if there are 2 winners, then I'll do one for the next 24 hours after that too. Yes, I can always give more books. But I'm trying to keep it different every week. But maybe I'll give away more books again soon. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for your follows and your shares. And I'm a woman giving away woman products and not guy stuff. The math books are for guys. So, you know. But yeah, when companies give me stuff, usually it's girl stuff. So if I'm giving stuff away because I have extra stuff, then it's probably going to be girl stuff. But put on my sunglasses. You know, Ed, just because you said so, maybe I will. These, by the way, are super cheap sunglasses. I got them for like $12 somewhere. I don't even know where. I used to get my sunglasses at Legoland for some reason, because at Legoland I would need sunglasses. My son used to love going there, and so I would pick up sunglasses. And I found that when I have cheap sunglasses, then I don't lose them. But if I get expensive ones, they're gone or broken or something. So now I only get cheap sunglasses. And they're fantastic. And they look fine because they make them look good now. Like, I don't know, it's fun, right? They're totally fine. Alright guys, thank you so much. See you soon. Again, if you're interested in my math books, I write super fun, interesting math books to make kids not be afraid of math for all ages, 0 to 16. I guess not all ages, through high school geometry. If you go to mckellarmath.com and use the slider button, you can see which book is best for the child in your life. And if you write a review on Amazon for it afterwards, I would appreciate it so much. I'd be eternally grateful. And of course, sending me pictures of your little kids with my books makes my whole day. So I hope you're having a fantastic day, and I hate to go, but I have to. Mwah, mwah, mwah. See you very soon on the Dana Cam. You guys are awesome. Bye.